TFsource video review of the Coronation add-on kit for Deluxe Starscream by Megavolt Robot Factory. Starscream seems to have received a lot of love recently. We've already reviewed the Gentai Ghost Starscream exclusive. An even larger and more expensive ghost version of the Masterpiece mold has finally been confirmed via photos in Figure King magazine, and the debatably best Leader class mold from Revenge of the Fallen will be the as-of-yet unreleased Leader Starscream. The most iconic image of Starscream after his ghostly visage is his brief stint as the newly appointed Decepticon Leader in the Transformers animated movie. This version has been coined Coronation Starscream and has only seen a handful of official figures, all of them non-transformable busts or figurines. Back in 2008, third-party toymaker TFclub released an add-on set for the Masterpiece Starscream mold and even a Skywarp variant. The set was very popular amongst Starscream fans, and it leads us to the upcoming 2010 release of the Coronation add-on kit for Deluxe Starscream by Megavolt Robot Factory. This add-on kit comes in a simple carded bubble. The back of the package labels this product as MRF 00001, signifying this as Megavolt Robot Factory's first item to be made publicly available. Also on the back of the package is an illustration showing an all-black Starscream decked out in the coronation gear lurched onto a throne holding a robotic head. The package includes 9 pieces total, a pair of shoulder pads, replacement null rays, and wing joint assemblies. A single crown, cloth cape, and Leader 1 replacement head are also included. This add-on kit is not as removable as owners of the original Masterpiece Coronation kit might expect. Kit bashers and moderate customizers should have no problem assembling the pieces, but I will stress that the final assembly is somewhat permanent. A Phillips head screwdriver will be required, and additional tools such as a Dremel may increase the ease of assembly. Before we tackle the full assembly, it should be noted that the kit can be somewhat applied to the classic Seeker mold without disassembling any parts. However, the cape attaches better after replacing the wing hinges. The shoulder pads, null rays, and crown can be easily applied to the figure and effortlessly removed. However, to really get the most out of this add-on kit, you'll have to get your hands dirty and replace the wing hinges. It is the suggestion of this reviewer to use the add-on kit with the Hasbro 20th Anniversary Starscream due to the white nature of the plastic used for the wing hinges and null rays. The kit works with any version of the Seeker mold, but the colors seem to look most graceful with the 20th Anniversary version. To complete the wing hinge transfer, start with the figure in jet mode. Remove the screws that adhere the wings to the hinge with your Phillips screwdriver and put them to the side. You may now want to test the kit hinges by placing them on the wings to make sure they fit correctly. If you have any trouble due to warping, you can try using an X-Acto blade to shave off some plastic so that the hinges can fit snugly into the wing. Do not screw the new hinges in just yet. Removing the original wing hinges proved to be a tricky process for me, but using the blunt edge of an X-Acto blade to wedge the hinge bit from the rotating assembly provided just enough leverage to force the hinge to pop off of the main figure. If you choose to use an X-Acto blade, please be careful not to cut yourself while forcing the pieces apart. The next step proved the most difficult, pegging the new hinges onto the figure's main body. I found it easier to force the hinge on without the wing attached, but either way will work. Just make sure that you don't put the wrong hinge on the wrong side of the figure. The hinges have an enlarged flat top which is used to secure the peg within the peg hole, but be careful not to force the peg in too hard. Overexertion may cause the delicate peg to snap off or create stress marks. I used a Dremel tool to create a bevel on the pegs. This made it a bit easier to ease the peg into the peg hole, but do this adjustment at your own risk. Additional instructions from Megavolt Robot Factory will be linked to in the info for this video. When all is said and done, you should end up with an incredibly augmented figure. The wings can now rotate on an additional axis and fold backwards, much like the original G1 Seeker toy. This is an under-advertised benefit of this add-on kit. Starscream's wings no longer need to lie flat against his back, which now allows the cape to position correctly behind him. Once the cape is added, the colors of the 20th Anniversary Starscream really sing. The crown, cape, and red paint on this figure create an almost neon comic book appearance. As icing on the cake, the kit includes a head that can replace the original Seeker head by removing a pin. Whose head, you may ask? None other than GoBot Leader 1's cartoon face. Those that have been fiending for a Leader 1 Seeker redeco can finally rejoice. The one major shortcoming of this set is probably the crown, which seems to be a bit oversized. In fact, when placed on the head, it can no longer rotate. However, the added wing articulation more than makes up for this slight problem. If you are a Starscream nut, you will have to get this add-on kit. The permanent feel of this set is also appealing since it does in fact change the figure. Moderate to extreme customizers will enjoy the process of putting this add-on kit together, while it is also a great entry project into the world of customizing for beginners. The shortcomings are few, and Megavolt has even shown a willingness to listen to fans after public outcry coaxed the company to decrease the size of the crown and null rays to their current proportions. This is a unique kit that greatly improves the figure and is meant to augment. If this is the first we've seen from Megavolt, we can definitely look forward to what the company has in store for the future. In closing, I would like to recount this quote from the company's founder. Transformers have always been a passion and a hobby of mine, and I'm just really excited that something I created can be enjoyed by other fans. Of course, what happens next depends on how well this Coronation kit does, but I'm already busy designing the next project and crossing my fingers. Well, Megavolt Robot Factory, we are ready and waiting for your next project.